A very warm welcome. It's another Thank God Friday to the start of the weekend. I am Melissa Enoch here at the FMDQ studios in Lagos. All right, let's tee off with your news now. Afreximbank has reported a strong set of 9-month 2025 results, highlighting its resilient performance and steady balance sheet growth. Total assets rose 6.98% to $42.9 billion, supported by higher liquidity levels, with cash and cash equivalents surging $7.6 billion on the back of successful fundraising and early loan repayments. The bank maintained solid asset quality with the NPL ratio at 2.51%, while operating income grew 5.24% to $1.44 billion, supported by a strong cost-to-income ratio of 21%. Gross income also edged up to $2.4 billion. Overall, Afreximbank delivered a robust performance in the period, with net income increasing to $654.3 million and shareholders' funds rising to $7.7 billion on the back of profits and new equity inflows. In South Africa, the G20 Africa Energy Investment Forum has opened today, hosted by the African Energy Chamber, and it started with a strong call for Africa to tap into its own pension funds to close the continent's widening infrastructure financing gap. AEC Executive Chairman NJ Ayuk warned that with global financial systems increasingly deprioritizing Africa's industrialization, the continent must look inward and mobilize its domestic capital markets. Let's now listen to him as well as some of the other speakers.
As we have this gathering here, we also felt it was important for us to give them a chance to report to us some of the issues that they've discussed. Issues around energy poverty. That's as we sit here, we still have 600 million in our continent and more without access to electricity, 900 million without access to clean cooking. That is a human rights issue and a critical issue of our time. We are still living in Africa that we still need more than $15 billion investment when it comes to refineries, and also a lot more investment when it comes to our energy infrastructure. Because if we don't have that energy infrastructure, then we still keep our continent at a place where it's going to be dependent on external forces when it comes into that.
Still in the region, the UK government and the Johannesburg Stock Exchange have entered into a 12-month partnership to strengthen South Africa's technology sector. The collaboration will support local startups with investor readiness, training, capital matching opportunities, and access to the JSE's private placements platform and alternative exchange. The initiative forms part of the UK's broader economic engagement in South Africa, aimed at deepening trade and investment ties between both countries. In Mauritius, the Mauritius Commercial Bank has provided a structured financing package to Invictus Investment Company PLC to support its expansion across Africa and the Middle East. The facility combines acquisition finance with revolving credit line, providing additional working capital as Invictus scales its agro-food operations. MCB said the funding will support growth in processing, logistics, and distribution networks while helping consolidate value-added food and FMCG assets serving regional markets.
Let's now take a look at the last trading day of the week, starting off with the equities. The Nigerian equities declined by 0.27%, while the BRVM also declined 0.47% to 346.03. The Nairobi Securities Exchange eased 0.19% to 187.91. In South Africa, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange fell sharply by 1.96%, while the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange gained 0.59%. And in North Africa, the MASI gained 0.27%. Now, finally, two metals prices. Gold declined 0.36%, while copper fell 0.70% to $4.93, and platinum dropped 1.30% Aluminium rose 0.36%, while iron ore was little changed, down 0.02% as of 12:23 GMT.
Thank you very much for those market updates, Grace. And that's it on today's edition of Money Moves. From me and the rest of the team here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you very much for watching and do have a great weekend, everyone.